Good morning. I don't know if I'm here to update you on the life of the church as much as the life of the building. If you followed council minutes, there's been a lot of discussion regarding the maintenance of our building. I'm going to just be kind of factual. These numbers are as of, I'll start with the priorities. The council has chosen 4 priorities to address regarding the building at this time. The first being the 4 outside entrance doors. The second being the roof. If you recall last spring or June, whenever we had that hailstorm, the roof was damaged. It needs to be replaced. The third priority is the elevator right back here. It is not functioning at this point. Fourth priority is the basement windows all the way around the church. They're in terrible shape. A lot of them leak. Numbers I have are from June. These aren't July updates. We'll get the new numbers. But in June, looking at dedicated accounts, we had $42,688 in non-designated, $9,950 in Thrive and Choice, $3,185 in the trust distribution, and I have split the church maintenance fund into 2 categories. The reason being, when we got the hail damage, the insurance check for the roof was placed in the church maintenance fund. That can only be spent for the roof. So the roof only portion of the church maintenance is $30,959, and the non-roof church maintenance is $23,034. If you look at the minutes of the, I believe it was the May meeting, but I don't have it in front of me, so I may be mistaken. The council voted to proceed with the purchase of the 4 doors. The cost of that was $53,888. They took $41,500 out of undesignated and another $12,388 out of the church maintenance non-roof. The beginning balance of those accounts that I mentioned before was $109,816. After that action was taken, the remaining available funds is $56,974. If you read the June minutes, the council was moved that Concordia approached the banks in Crosby and the Mission Investment Fund to request a $200,000 line of credit for building repairs. That motion passed unanimously. It was also moved to accept the Stubbs Builders bid for metal insulated roof upon approval of the loan. That passed with 1 member abstaining. So at this point, Erin Vossen has been she was the person that was tasked with visiting with the banks. She has visited with all 3 banks and the Mission Investment Fund of the ELCA. She doesn't have any commitments or answers at this point. If we proceed down this road, we're going to need guarantors. So just keep that in the back of your mind. It's been brought up that we use the trust fund account. If you go into the bylaws of the trust fund when it was set up, our trust fund is an endowment fund, meaning that only the interest can be spent from our trust fund. The money that was given into it was given with the idea that it would be used to earn interest that could be used as we need in our church. that's where we are on those projects. Hopefully Zach can cheer you up. I'm just bringing the facts. I don't know how to sugarcoat these any better than I have. I've heard a lot of calls already regarding the thought of going to get a loan. I'll be available in the back of the church afterwards. You can visit with me. You can try my home phone number. If anybody wants, my cell phone is 648-9679. And the other council members, I'm sure, would also be more than welcome to hear your input. Thank you.
So, we need to raise some money. It's kind of what we're hearing here. So our stewardship committee is working on putting together a stewardship campaign, a fun fundraiser. One of the other things that we're going to be working on is a new church sign. So part of this fundraiser is going to be, we're going to have our new church sign in the narthex, and it's going to be covered up by puzzle pieces. And as we raise funds, people can purchase puzzle pieces to unveil and reveal our new church sign. So we're going to be having a fun kind of stewardship campaign to raise money for our church building and for God's mission here in this place. We are going to be sending everyone a letter in the mail. So if you get a letter from Concordia, please open it. It's going to be kind of some more information about how this fundraiser is going to work. And one of the things we're going to be looking for are people who are willing to match funds. So that means when we reach a certain amount of money that has been donated, people will match that. And so we're asking people to match $5,000. So if that's something that you think you can do or excites you, please go ahead and do that. Emily and I, we're gonna do that. So we were told we should tell people that. So we're gonna be the first ones to match. And how that's gonna work, if $5,000 scares you, it's gonna be kind of a rotating thing. So when we reach $1,000, the first person on the matching list will give $1,000. Reach another $1,000, and the second person will give $1,000. So it'll be just in chunks of 1,000. Yeah, and a $200,000 loan is a scary thing. It's opening a line of credit, though, so we're only going to have to repay what we use. And to put some things in perspective, $100,000 is 100 people giving 1,000, or 200 people giving $500. So I don't think that this is something unmanageable. This is hitting us in a difficult economic time in our community and in our area. But I encourage you to think and pray about how it is you can use what God has entrusted to you. And if so, if it's for the sake of this church, I encourage you to think about giving. Thanks. So we're going to take just a couple minutes of silence now to prepare our hearts and our minds for worship.